This here is one of my favorite flat earth proof videos that these guys did kind of by mistake, but if you look at these things you can see the lies and you can see the truth. So this is Felix von Baumgartner supersonic freefall. He was up 24 miles, says somewhere on there. And anyway, so when you look at it, you know, okay, so right here is already going to be, okay, look right here. If you look at this, he's on the ground. This is him in the capsule before they take off with the parachute pulling him up. If you look, there's a camera behind his shoulder, and it's set there to film the action from inside the capsule. So before takeoff, we can see that the horizon is about right here, maybe a little bit above this guy's elbow, and I would say it's just above this gadget here and just below this object here, and this is like a circle, so it's kind of in the center. So that's where the horizon is on the when we're on the ground, according to this camera, which is, I would say, just behind his left shoulder. So he takes off. Yay! Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay, now here we're already starting to lie to us a little bit. It's right here. Look at this. All of a sudden, oh look, the Earth it's a curved. You see, when you go up high enough, you see the ball. So he's up there. I think he's about as high as he's gonna go, or getting there. And we already got, you know, our ball floating in space. The only thing is, though, this is happening because they're using a GoPro camera, which has a fisheye lens. So no matter what it films, it's gonna bubble up above the middle and bubble down when you're under the middle. So, you know, if they were filming this and it happened to, you know, you raise up the camera so that this ends up down here, it's going to curve that way. But they got it set up to make this little ball, you know, curved horizon. But the thing that they didn't see, here, okay. Bam! Right there. Okay, inside that capsule, which is the same camera they had when they were on the ground before they took off, they have a regular lens, not the fisheye lens. Somebody forgot to put that camera in there. It was a mistake. Maybe some people are doing this stuff on purpose, or it's an accident. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But like some people think that they might want to give us little clues. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? But I see here not only a perfectly flat horizon, but an eye level horizon, which is impossible if Earth is a globe shape. And then when we were on the ground, remember we were looking at these gadgets. There was this, I remember I pointed out this gadget and then this one here, and it was kind of hard to see because it's a little bit bright down there, and the horizon wasn't as clearly defined as here, but it was about here. It was about right here. Only now we're 24 miles up. That's impossible if the Earth we're standing on is in the shape of a ball. That cannot happen, because if you're on the tippy top of that ball, if you start to go up, there's no horizon that's going to follow the camera up to create an eye level horizon. It doesn't work that way on a ball. That can only happen on a vast flat plane. let me see this picture here. Where did that guy go? This guy. You see the little simple drawing, but it kind of shows what I'm talking about. People who don't draw might not know this stuff, but the way reality works is on a flat plane or on the Earth. You know, if your eye level is here, where his waist is, the horizon is the vanishing point. See VP right there, vanishing point, horizon. Everything that comes to this point will shrink until you can't see it anymore. It vanishes out of sight. And whatever is below the horizon raises up, and whatever is above the horizon will arc downwards. So let's say our eye level is here. If there's like a railing here that he's leaning on, you know, it'll proceed upward in this direction as you get closer to the viewer. But as you get further away, it descends down to the vanishing point. Just like he'd become smaller. Like if he was standing here, his top of his head would only maybe be about this high. So that's how it works. Okay, but this can never happen on a globe. Look at this picture. This is a goofy picture because I was just Google imaged like a guy standing on the ball, just to give you an idea. So right away, you know, people are going to say, well, he's too big. Nobody's that big. We're all tiny and the Earth's really, really big. Okay, doesn't matter. However small you are and however big this globe is, no matter what, no matter how big it is, wherever the person is standing is the tippy top, highest point of that ball. If it's set up the way we're told that, you know, everything pulls towards the middle, there's like this gravity here that is pulling everything. So if he was, you know, standing over here, he'd be, you know, kind of standing like this way. Here he'd be like this. Here on top he's like that. Okay, but the problem with that is that as you begin to go up, let's say your eye level, this ground, this ball is never going to be able to raise to create a horizon and vanishing point where the two meet, where the sky meets the ground. It can't happen on a ball. Like even let's say you had the camera here, you'd have to point the camera downward to see the horizon. But if you're filming it straight, you would just see sky behind this guy. You'd never see that horizon the ground pop up to meet the sky. You just wouldn't. You could only see that if he's standing on a flat ground. You know, from the side, it's always going to be parallel. But if you were, you know, kind of give it this, then, you know, it starts to arc up. I mean, I'm turning the paper up, but it happens naturally over a great distance. It's just the way perspective works, you know. So let me see what I got next. Oh yeah, this guy shows it well. Watch this.
And as we rise up, dun, dun, dun. Look at that, the horizon remains at our eye level. Okay, come back down again. We can see that as we rise up and down, we go up and down in height, the horizon comes with us.
Alright, that guy's a little bit goofy, but he's making a good point, and I like how he did this experiment. He just stuck a ruler in the sand, and he just raised up the camera, and this horizon follows the eye level of the camera up as hard as you want to go. By the way, it went up 24 miles, and it was still eye level on the video we watched earlier. Here he's just showing you how it works. Then over here earlier in the video, You can watch his video. It's called Eye Level Horizon Only on a Flat Earth, Not a Globe, by Fuck It World with a PH. He had a basketball here, but it's kind of, I know what he means, but it's hard to demonstrate that because the ball is small. But he tries to explain it. It's hard to explain that, but on the ball, you're never going to get the ground to rise up to meet the sky at the vanishing point to create an eye level horizon. It's just not the nature of a sphere. That cannot happen. And here he shows you nicely with his ruler. He goes up and down with the camera, and the horizon follows the camera up and down. But on the ball, it can't happen. It doesn't matter. This is a tiny, small ball. You could get a ball that you wouldn't notice curvature if it was the size of this Earth. Let's say it was a ball. If this Earth was a ball, you could play this game with the camera. Guess what? It won't raise up. This will stay down. And there's one more here. Oh yeah, then you guys can do this yourself. I just Google imaged vanishing point on a globe, just to see if like what even exists. I could put vanishing point horizon on a globe, but nothing exists. There's just weird. There's nothing really. You can do it yourself. But then right away, one picture did come up that looked like something. This one, I said, "Well, what the heck is that? Are they trying to pull over me?" But good news. It says the horizon is always at eye level because of the laws of perspective that are observed on our flat Earth. This is irrefutable proof that the Earth is not a globe. So the one thing that popped up when I Google imaged vanishing point on a globe was just a flat earther put a proof on there that I like. Yeah. So there it is again. I really like this. Nobody can refute this. And this video is cool because it exposes the way they try to like tell us we live on this ball. Where'd it go? There. For some reason they have to get that in there. But they made a mistake, and over here, well, I'm not gonna be able to find it now. We saw oh yeah, right there. That's the part I like. The truth. Right there. Totally different. But it is it's exposing the truth and the stupid lie. And but I get into little debates with people on YouTube on the comment section, and I can show them this. It won't change anything. They will not believe this stuff no matter what. One guy I was arguing with recently, he started like speaking Spanish because I had him cornered, and on another proof, not this one. I'll do another video about that. And he wouldn't just as a man say, yeah, man, you got a point, dude. I just can't refute that proof you're bringing up, man. It cannot be a ball. But he started writing to me in Spanish, and I just told him he's a pollo chicken. I forgot the word for chicken. I Googled it. That's what I told him. All right. But again, you could I could show this to people, and a couple guys I know, just like me. I saw this proof. I believe in flat Earth now, and a couple people also switched that I talked to about it. They're open-minded, so it's not everybody, but very, very rare. I'm thinking about maybe 2 or 3 people went from globe Earth to flat Earth, and they believe flat Earth now. People I've talked to, I probably communicate to at least 100 people, and none of them will look at a clear proof and just change their mind, or maybe not one proof, but No matter how many you show them, they will never ever switch. But for the few that do switch, I'll make these videos and